I'm Casey Veggies from Los Angeles, California, Inglewood, California. And I rep both of them. And yeah, that's me. I think the thing that makes LA, the Southern California music scene, a great community is just like the culture of it, everything coming from the West Coast, like the history, all the great artists that came from the West Coast. The weather, what I'm saying, the good vibes, all the opportunity, the dreams. It's like the land of dreams, Hollywood, what I'm saying? So I think it's just a lot of things like to connect to, out here, and it's a lot of people, a good scene, a great scene. My background in LA is like all my relationships with LA artists is all natural, because like I met Don when I was 13. I met YG when I was in high school. You know what I mean? Like we were both in high school in LA growing up, coming up. And, we knew each other from back then, and now we're at a different stage in our careers, our life, but we all, respect each other's come up. And that's the most important thing about it all, respecting one another's come up and where we come from. And, remembering, like, y'all remember you 6 years ago. I met Kendrick Lamar when I was like 17, 16 years old, and we used to chop it up. And we did a song together back then. So, yeah, it's just like, he's went on to win plenty Grammys. So I'm like, it's all inspiration, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all a push. And it's just like keeps you going, you know what I mean? Yeah, I did start early. When I was like 12 years old, I think I just got inspired. Like, I was listening to the radio a little bit. I was listening to Kanye West. He was coming out strong with College Dropout at the time. I had just got in, ninth grade year in high school, I just got into Nas, and I was just getting into a lot of stuff. So I just started writing raps, like when I was 12, 13 years old. And then by the time I was in ninth grade, I was going to the studio after school. My mom was dropping me off. I was like saving money for studio time. And I was playing basketball and all that, all at the same time. But I don't know, I just was like slowly making it a hobby. It's something I just love to do. And then by like 10th, 11th grade, it kind of just got real, because I dropped my first mixtape when I was 14. And then from there, I just kept going. I mean, I try not to have a difference when it comes to approaching my mixtapes to my first album, but it was my first major label deal, you know what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be some pressure that comes along with that. No matter what you say, I don't feel like no matter who you are, like, any artist will probably tell you that they had pressures, and they had a lot of people in their ear telling them to do one thing, and people listening to your music and stuff you want to use, and they're like, yo, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's going to be enough. I don't think that's the angle, So you end up trying new things and doing a couple new things. So my album was really me, my direction, but it had a couple things about it that was a lot of people, a couple opinions from other people, you know what I mean, higher ups, and but other than that, it was all, the album was great. It was exactly how I wanted it to be, I mean, the album Live and Grow, it was just like, I was just trying to keep the storyline going. I have an album called, it started as Sleeping in Class. That was my first, like, independent album. And it's like Sleeping in Class, then you go from Sleeping in Class, then life changes. You know what I'm saying? And that was the album I feel like people really got into my music. And then from Life Changes, like, what happens next? And it was like, you gotta live and grow. You gotta take it to the next level. So, I just want this album to be this me speaking on my come up, speaking on me growing up as a man. And while being an artist, while, being in high school, like starting off young and kind of experiencing a little limelight, like young, and just what you got to go through, you know what I mean, and things you got to experience. Yeah, me and Dom actually did our first official tour like last summer, or a few months ago. It was crazy. I had a great time. It's dope. Like, even like I've done shows with a lot of people, but like Mac Miller brought me on tour when I first graduated high school. That was a great experience. It was crazy. We did like 66 shows for 3 months. So that was my first big tour, and I was fresh out of high school. So I just learned the game fast. Like, I had to hop right in it. It was no time to really like think about it. It was just like, you gotta go. So it was dope. Even Big Sean, I did 10 shows with Big Sean. It was super dope. And Big Crit, I've done shows with him. Yeah, it's just like there's a lot of dope artists. Yeah, I'm just about to, keep growing as a performer. I'm excited to just touch different stages, going on tour with Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, Jhené Aiko, Kevin Gates, DJ Drama. It's gonna be crazy. I'm humbled just to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I've been working real hard, and I think I'm ready. I'm for sure ready to kill it every show. I'm gonna definitely hit the gym, go work out, get ready, and just, go out there. I'm trying to go every night and just give it 100%. Definitely Pharrell Williams, cause he had BBC and Bake, and he was doing beats and he was rapping. So and he had NERD. So I was like, that. I always watched that. Like I always was like young, like yo, this dude is like a genius. Like he's literally like, I saw his Microsoft commercial, and I was like, yo, I need to be, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna do it, I gotta make sure I'm, on everything. Jay-Z, which I'm signed to management by Rock Nation right now. So it's just an honor to be a part of that. Be around this great businessman, and like they want to see me make great business decisions and play chess and not checkers. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about making your best move, your next move, your best move. I got a project I'm working on, and we at the Grammys. So I might as well tell you, what's going on. I got a project called Customized Greatly Volume 4. So it's like the next installment to my mixtape series that I've been doing. So it's gonna be crazy. I never really told anybody about it, but I said, well, we're here, so I might as well. So it's gonna be crazy. It's coming in the next month or so. So I'm gonna do that before I go on tour. So CG4 coming soon, and then working on my second album. Hey, yo, what it is? It's young Casey Veggies, and you're now watching GRAMMY Pro. Yeah.